Breaking news from the Department for Work and Pensions reveals a startling reality. Millions of pensioners living alone could be missing out on an astonishing £4,300 every year simply because they haven't claimed pension credit. As we face a deepening cost of living crisis, this government report brings attention to a desperately underused safety net that could make a world of difference. Pension credit, a means-tested support scheme designed to top up the income of those on the lowest incomes, remains overlooked by too many people across the UK. Recent figures show the scale of this issue. There are around 3.3 million people aged 65 and over living alone in England and Wales, and an additional 337,000 single pensioner households in Scotland. All of these households are prime candidates for pension credit, yet many are unaware of its existence or mistakenly believe they aren't eligible. The Department for Work and Pensions confirms that almost 78% of new pension credit applications are processed within 50 working days. That means if you apply right now, you could receive your first payment and any arrears you're owed by mid-September. Those arrears could amount to thousands of pounds. Despite the value of the full new state pension, which stands at £230, 25p per week, and the basic state pension of £176, 45p per week, many pensioners are missing out on pension credit entirely. Nearly 1.4 million older people across the UK currently receive the benefit, including more than 125,000 in Scotland, but up to 30% of pensioners who are eligible are not claiming it. That amounts to hundreds of thousands of people living in poverty simply through inaction or misinformation. A common misconception among pensioners is that having some savings or owning a home will disqualify them from pension credit. But in fact, modest savings under £10,000 are completely disregarded. This outdated idea is preventing many from claiming what they are entitled to. Home ownership doesn't automatically disqualify anyone, and several additional benefits like housing benefit, council tax reduction, and a boost for heating costs often come with the pension credit itself. Eligibility for pension credit depends on a few straightforward financial thresholds. If you are above the state pension age and your weekly income is below £227, 10p if you are single, or £346, 60p if you are part of a couple, you could qualify. Those figures are adjusted higher if a claimant has disabilities, caring responsibilities, or incur housing costs. Most sources of income including other benefits and part-time work are taken into account, but some benefits do not count. Winter fuel allowance, housing benefit, council tax reduction, certain disability payments, and child benefit are all excluded from the income calculation. Even a small award of just £1 per week in pension credit can unlock many other forms of support. To determine eligibility, the online pension credit calculator on gov.uk is a useful tool, offering guidance and estimates. Alternatively, the DWP helpline on 899 1234 is available Monday through Friday from 8 am to 6 p.m, and claimants or their representatives can call for assistance. Lisa Picardo, Chief Business Officer at PensionBee, highlights the significance of this issue. She points out that around 3 in 10 eligible pensioners are not applying, which leaves thousands continuing to miss out on extra income that could make a real difference. Explaining further, she notes that eligibility is often misunderstood, particularly because withdrawals from savings interest or investments may not reduce qualification as quickly as people assume. She also warns that the winter fuel payment is now only available to those who receive pension credit, making it even more crucial that pensioners investigate their eligibility. Homally understated but critically powerful, pension credit is one of the UK's most overlooked benefits, despite its potential to alleviate massive financial strain. At a time when inflation and energy costs are squeezing incomes, especially among the most vulnerable elderly populations, this form of assistance is not just beneficial, it is essential. If you are a pensioner living alone, or if you know someone who might qualify, please do not delay. Whether you have a small pension, some savings, or simply assumed you weren't eligible, the reality is that thousands of pounds a year could be available to you. Applying is straightforward. A phone call or a few minutes online could transform your finances for the better. The DWP's stated aim to process claims within 50 working days gives a clear pathway. Apply now, and by mid-September you could have a healthier income, arrears payments, and access to several other benefits, all adding up to thousands of pounds extra to spend on heating, food, medical needs, or simply enjoying a more dignified retirement. So what's stopping people from applying? Many live with outdated ideas and misinformation. They think modest savings will disqualify them, or that owning their own home automatically renders them ineligible. Others may believe the benefit is too small to bother with, or are embarrassed by the notion of claiming means-tested support. None of these barriers are valid. The safe truth is that pension credit has changed lives. At best, it tops up household income. At worst, it holds on to basic comforts like warmth in winter or food on the table every day. As Lisa Picardo reminds us, applying is simple and can unlock thousands of pounds in additional support every year. The extra cash families receive thanks to pension credit matters. It pays heating bills, keeps the lights on, covers council tax, and buys groceries. For some who rely on those benefits, including free winter fuel payments, it makes the difference between getting by and struggling. Any pensioner concerned that savings or assets will jeopardize their claim should talk to the Pension Credit Helpline. They can receive guidance, reassurance, and straightforward steps to apply. Government guidance on the gov.uk website is also clear, though some older people prefer the reassurance of a friendly call, or help from a friend, family member, or local pension charity. This is, quite simply, one of the most important benefits available to older people in the United Kingdom. And yet too many people walk past it, unaware it exists or mistakenly thinking it doesn't apply to them. Hiding in plain sight, but hiding value that can total thousands of pounds a year. This isn't just financial assistance. It's the difference between being able to afford heating in winter and having cold nights. It's the gap between healthy food and making do. It's the dignity of paying bills without choosing which to skip. It is exactly what its name promises, a credit the pensioner has earned and is entirely entitled to receive. So spread the word. Encourage every older person you know to check their eligibility. They don't need to guess. Use the gov.uk pension credit calculator. They don't need to feel ashamed. These are benefits paid straight back to retirees who deserve them. They don't need to wait. Apply now and £4,300 a year could soon become their reality. The Department for Work and Pensions confirms its commitment to process claims quickly. The evidence is clear. Apply this month, receive support by mid-September, and unlock additional entitlements. No small print, no gimmicks, just the promise of a fairer retirement for those who gave so much throughout their lives. People have paid in. They built this country. It's time they claimed the help they earned. Please, share this message today with a neighbor, friend, or loved one. Pension credit is not a charity. It isn't a bonus. It is a right. A pension you paid for and now deserve to receive.